Welcome, everybody, to the 12th episode of The Gaming Den. This show brings you a lot of different topics, among some pretty entertainment, if I might add, whether it's the battles or whether it's just our crazy list challenge. Other than that, we try to bring you a little something different than your normal podcast that you guys get to enjoy at nighttime. So, with no further ado, I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of today's show, and joining me today is my other host.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I am Fox, aka Foxy, I guess.
AKA Lady Fox,
thank you.
AKA, Fox Fire.
I have so many nicknames.
Firefox, Fox Fire.
Yeah.
Joking.
Gears Queen, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I'm kidding.
There you go.
I'm kidding. I was getting smacked around in Gears recently, actually, because they had a 4XP. Have you ever heard of that, by the way, SheWulf?
No, what the heck is that?
4XP is better than double XP, but it's rare. Games hardly ever do that. So they did that last night with Gears. Well, actually, they did that all day yesterday with Gears. It actually is ending in an hour. But I got smacked around so hard. I was doing good in some matches, but in other matches, we were stuck in the spawn somehow. And I'm like, wait, is there a bug? Because you're supposed to switch spawns anyway. Long story short, I got smacked around Gears last night. But
Ha! That's funny.
Besides that, yeah, it's a rare occurrence. I think it's only ever happened twice.
Please tell me somebody recorded that, because that is hilarious.
No, and if you do, I will block you. All
please,
right?
somebody find me a recording of Fox getting her butt beat.
No.
In Gears.
Please. And
Please
Luca, you know what? I know you're in chat, so don't you even.
Luca, baby.
Girl.
Send me these clips. We will put it here on the Gaming Den for everybody to watch.
She has some different evidence I don't want to talk about.
What?
But anyway, how are you?
That
how are you
bad.
doing?
That sounds really bad.
I meant regarding Gears, just a different. Anyway, go ahead. Wow.
The horror has already started, people. No.
Yes.
How am I? I am doing not too bad. So I'm sure everybody is wondering, why is the Gaming Den on today instead of tomorrow? Because we are usually a Friday show. However, tomorrow is a special day. And for anyone who is not aware, and if you are a streamer, because we are also on Mixer as we are also on YouTube today, if you are a streamer, tomorrow is Friday the 13th. So what should you be streaming? Hello? Friday the 13th, people. It's just common sense.
Resident
or any other
Evil.
Resident Evil, yeah. You got Resident Evil. Or you have any other horror game that fits into the idea of Friday the 13th. Because Friday the 13th is supposed to be the day that is, like, the most unlucky day ever.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
So
that's not good. I don't want to. I don't like to think of it like that, but I know that people have superstitions and stuff behind it, so I hope that doesn't happen, because I know some people are there trying to do something special tomorrow, and I don't want them to have bad luck.
I pray. Well, okay. This, I see what you're talking about, and my whole thing about that is the fact that horror is like my all-time. So I'm hoping, because it's Friday the 13th, that it actually becomes a lucky day for me.
Yeah, because you like it. Yes. You know
because
what?
I love that
you
kind.
Flipped it.
Yeah.
You flipped it. I like that. Awesome.
So hopefully this works, and you guys will all find out shortly or soon enough what we are actually talking about. But for other information that is going on, so we will get more into Friday the 13th and the day of, obviously.
Later.
But yes, definitely later, people, later. But other than that, so let's jump into a couple of gaming topics, because, well, hello, we are a gaming podcast. So, yes, also, Evil Within 2 releases tomorrow as well. So that is also amazing for anybody who's buying that game. Yeah. Stream. Scary. But yeah, so one of the topics that I wanted to bring up today is Titanfall 2. Now, everyone knows that I am a huge Titanfall fan. Don't really care much for 2, but I do love the first one absolutely, extremely, overwhelming. Love that game. But the developers are actually partnering with Oculus for a super, in quotations, people, Super secret.
Super secret.
Super secret. VR game. Now, oh my god. Please, 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 please take Titanfall 1 and turn it into a VR game, because that would be the coolest thing ever if I can run around in a giant Titan, even though I don't actually play in my Titan when I play Titanfall.
Wow.
But it would be cool to actually, if you were like in a VR headset and actually experience being in the Titan, I think that would be awesome. Though I guess technically being in in first person, you're kind of experiencing that to begin with. I guess. Because it's not like you see your character or the like Titan when you're running around. You're
immersed.
Yeah.
So you lost me at VR. I'm leaving. Have a good show.
Shush.
I'm kidding. Yeah, this is interesting because it is gonna be something brand new. And I'm intrigued, but I don't really care for the whole VR thing. The first thing that actually popped into my head was that movie Gamer. Remember that?
Oh my god, I said if VR ever became a reality, that would be the smartest way to create an actual VR. Take the idea of Gamer and actually create it. I think it would just be awesome. Though, I don't know if you should actually use inmates and start killing other inmates, but... Well, that's a whole nother political thing, but overall, let's be honest, there's a lot of dumb people in jail to begin with, but shh, we won't get into that. But anyways, overall, I do have to say, like, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring. Oculus is obviously one of the better VRs that are out there. They do have a lot of, like, actually quite a few games that are actually pretty cool, so
yes, they look really...
I'd like to see what they're going to do.
Yeah, graphically, they look really, really nice. I think they're second, from what I've seen, I think they're people's second favorite, because of the Vive or whatever, but this game is really interesting that they partnered up with Oculus. I have some questionable things, besides the fact that it sounds cool and it's going to be a new thing. It's not going to be tied into Titanfall at all, or it's not going to be tied into their Star Wars game that they're making. So this is another thing that they're making on top of that. By the way, I hope that they have enough developers to spread around evenly so everything's all good. Because we wouldn't want, other games to suffer because they're making this one or anything like that. But some of the stuff that I was questioning was the fact that they want to make a realistic first-person action title war game. And I'm like, that could be a little bit intense when you're in a VR headset to deal with something like realistic first-person action war, like right in front of you. I don't know. I feel like it sounds overwhelming, I think, to me.
No, I agree. And I guess, like, so people already, like, blame video games and stuff for violence and all that kind of stuff. But the difference that they always point out is the fact that you can tell the difference between a video game to reality. Now, if they start bringing reality into video games, you're starting to push the boundaries a little bit. You're starting
because you're
to
blurring the
lines.
You're blurring it. Yeah, definitely.
And now, like, yes, we do know Microsoft has AR, and that's different though, because the aspect of like what AR is actually doing is, you're still in your world, so you still know what you're doing, but at the same time, it's more or less like you're watching TV and something will come up. You're in a doctor's office or whatever. Like, even that I find blurs the lines just a bit, but at the same time, you still know that there is some form of difference where what they want to do is they actually want to fully immerse you into another world where it seems like reality, if that makes sense. Like, there is a big difference, and that's what worries me about this, because our kids' minds are already kind of on the blurred lines of things with just the generation overall, with all the violence and everything else that goes around the world. So to do this, I don't know if it's a smart move just yet, because there is still so much that needs to be worked on when it comes to VR, but I don't know.
Yeah. I want to quote one of the things that they said in the article, or in that video, because actually there's a video along with the article where
Yeah.
they talk about the game that they want to work on with some visual stuff here and there about like some black and white images and stuff regarding war and stuff like that. But they said we really want to depict being a soldier in combat. And I was like, this sounds really legit. This sounds like a fun, shooter type of thing. This sounds like they really want to, I don't know, make it really accurate to the
Yeah.
point where you feel like you're a soldier, you feel like you're going through some real action in the war, in battle. And I'm like, I don't know about this. They also said, feeling of paranoia and what was the other thing that he said?
But
Tension. I think it was like paranoia and different like tension. Like
yeah.
so you're like I don't know. It sounds weird. I don't know.
But see, that's what worries me because okay, when you take reality like that and say you put them into a world where you actually feel this kind of stuff, like obviously it's not going to be like full out where, you get shot, you're going to actually feel like you got shot or anything like that.
Right.
But your mind is a very, very, very powerful thing. A very powerful thing. Like, that's why people, like, why there's so many studies done, like, if you're sleeping and you believe you're falling, you could actually give yourself a heart attack because you actually believe that you're falling. And it's stuff like that. So when you start playing with your mind like that, it definitely worries me because we see real soldiers who have only parts, like, of, I guess, that experience and have experienced PTSD. So now taking a child's mind, where, because we all know, like, let's be honest, obviously, even though, say they put like 18 plus on an Oculus Rift.
Yeah, mature rating on it, yeah.
Yeah. Even if they put a mature rating on it, does not mean kids are not going to play it. Like, think of like Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, all these other games that are mature, that guess what? People under the age of 18 play. So
yeah, I seen a little girl with the PSVR and Resident Evil in her hands, so I was like, I don't know about this.
So now you take a real war zone like that, and that can really actually alter a child's mind because their mind is still growing. Their mind is still, it's like a sponge. They're still trying to absorb information and what's going on, and you're putting I don't know, I'm not too excited with what the Titanfall developers are doing with this VR game, and I really hope that they don't go as far depth in it as they're as these articles are saying, and they actually watch what they're doing, because I know one thing: there will never be one in my house if that ends up being the case, that they do something like that. And chances are I'll probably homeschool my kids, because people are worried about gun shootings now at schools. What do you think you're gonna do if you actually give like kids PTSD? Like,
oh man, that's crazy. Yeah, it's interesting concept. I'm giving them mad props because they're trying to do something different, and realistic. But then again, the whole point of video games is to have fun and enjoy, and experience stuff that you can't experience other places. So obviously, if you want to see what it's like to be a soldier, you'll play Call of Duty or Battlefield or maybe this.
It's supposed to be
but
your
I just hope it's not
from reality.
Yeah, but I just hope it's not too real that it actually affects your life. That's all. Like I was getting at with that whole thing.
Yeah, like Magic Mike says, fun fact, your brain isn't done developing until around 30 years of age. So imagine seeing a 13-year-old playing a realistic game where they actually feel like they are a soldier. Like, there's a lot of crap. Like, I don't know. Because at least Call of Duty, you understand that you're not in it, because there's still the cartoon aspect of it. There is still the graphically visual effects of it that it's not real. And that's what makes the difference. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. So,
yeah. So yeah, like right along with everything that we were saying, they did also say VR really gives you the chance to experience life closer to what a soldier would experience in real combat. So yeah, basically what we're saying is what they're trying to explain, that they want it to be as realistic as possible. Makes you feel paranoid and stuff, and it gives you that tension.
Yeah, because that's good. Let's put the biggest warning. It makes you paranoid. Yeah, there we go. There we go.
Yeah. So I'm a little bit hesitant. Like when I read this article to my brother, he was like, "Whoa, I don't know about that. That sounds too, that sounds too real. Like I don't think that's a good idea." I'm like, "Yeah, games are supposed to be fun. I wouldn't be interested in this if it was too realistic or anything like that, because I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be freaked out, okay?
Yeah.
So I'd rather play something fun like COD or whatever, so I could just be annoyed at the game or like the glitches and other players who are camping than freaking out with my own emotional like feelings regarding the game. So yeah. Either way, more power to them. I hope they can work it out where it's actually successful and it's not anything like
and it's safe.
harmful.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
So what is everybody's comments, if you're watching now or whether you're watching after the show? What do you guys think about a realistic VR shooter type style of game? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's a bad idea? But yeah, so if you're watching the show after, leave comments below. We'd love to hear it and love to see what you guys think about it. So going into the next topic, and of course this is a little more fun of a topic. Well, actually, before we get into that, because I think it would actually suit better to get into this one first, because this is just pretty much a quick, just kind of a quick pass through. I don't think it's gonna really last long.
Oh yeah, like a little announcement kind of thing.
Yeah. Okay. So new update. PUBG passes another milestone on Steam. What?
Surprise, surprise. Are you shocked?
Surprised? No. So PlayerUnknown's Battleground has more than 2 million people playing online on PC at the same time, making it the first game ever to reach that figure in numbers.
Damn.
Congratulations,
that is awesome.
PUBG.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah.
For someone who plays PUBG, I can definitely understand why it is the way that it is.
SheWulf was one of those people.
I am. I was actually playing it the other day, and I actually got a chicken dinner with a couple of the guys I play with.
Girl, that was so awesome. First of all, I was in your chat fangirling because you beat somebody up with your fist. I was like, what the heck? She was like, Fight Club, fight me. She was beating somebody up. I was like, this is hilarious.
Oh my god, I
loved it.
That was hilarious. That wasn't the time we got chicken dinner though. That was actually the time like I think
that, right?
Yeah, it was the match right before it. So there ended up being like these two girls. I don't know if they were actually females. They could have been guys, but their characters were females. And they killed cuz we were in a team of 4 and they killed the rest of my team, and so I beat the one girl down. And then the other girl, she grabbed a crowbar and started, she had a gun. I'm guessing she lost bullets because she, changed to a crowbar when the bullets didn't kill me. And she started trying to swing, and I punched her in the face, and she dropped so quickly that I was like, oh yeah. But then I had, the rest of, their teams kind of, just come out and just ambush me, so I died anyways. But...
yeah, that was hilarious. And I was like, #Fight Club up in the chat.
I'm gonna have to get a GIF of that and post it on on Twitter, because that was hilarious.
Beat people up. Yeah. But it's cool. I'm happy for them. I'm not surprised because of the PUBG hype still going on. I'm a little surprised that it's still going on, but I'm not surprised that they have, what they have.
The thing is, I'm not
when they
surprised
pass 2 million.
Because
I have mixed feelings.
The thing about PUBG though is what makes it so unique is this is a game that is not based on any form of leveling whatsoever. You simply, it doesn't matter who you are. You could be brand new to the game. You could be a complete veteran of the game. And no matter what, when you start that game, you are all on the exact same level. The only difference is whether you are new or whether you are old at playing this game is experience. You may have more experience, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to actually win your match, because it all comes down to whoever gets the best stuff at that particular time and gets to the middle of the circle first. And that's what it all comes down to. So no matter what, it's kind of one of those things where you can jump in play it, leave it. You can leave it for like a week or two, a month, and go back, and you can start all over again and feel like as if you didn't miss a thing.
You never left.
Where other shooters, Call of Duty, Destiny, World of Warcraft, any of these games, you constantly have to level, and if you miss time, you do get behind because everybody else is higher level. They're getting the better gear. They're getting everything better than what you already have because you missed a couple weeks. So that's what PUBG has over all the other shooter games.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it's awesome that they hit this milestone, and that's the thing I'm saying is like, I'm surprised that it's still going because it's like a big hit, but at the same time, I'm not surprised that they just hit these numbers because it's still going. So I can see them hit another milestone later on as well. A part of me is kind of like, wait, what happened to all the other PC games? Because everybody's always talking about this PC game. So like, what is Dota 2? Gone. Counter-Strike,
I wouldn't
gone.
say that. They all have
Team Fortress, gone. No, I'm kidding. They're still on the list. Like, they're still on the top 10. But, like, PUBG has the numbers by a long shot. When you compare it, like, of how many players they have playing at the same time per, like, whatever. Yeah, so, and surprisingly, Overwatch is not even on the top 10, which I was like, oh, really? Oh, okay. I thought...
Well, I think that's because that gets hit a lot
popular.
more on like PlayStation 4 and Xbox than it does on PC anymore.
Yeah, but it was up there. But overall, that's pretty cool. I can't wait to see when the game comes over to Xbox if it's still as successful. So I don't know.
That is definitely going to be interesting to see if it can pull itself from one end to the other when it comes to console. So we shall see, people. We shall see. It should be interesting. So the next topic, now let's get into a little bit of fun, because I think this is what a lot of people tend to wait for when it comes to video games, and that is like the holiday special stuff. Now, there is a few games that have actually come out with their Halloween events, and they are confirmed. There's actually a couple that I am a little surprised of, and that is Call of Duty Infinite Warfare actually has a Halloween thing. Like, what?
They have an event?
Since when does Call of Duty do like a Halloween event? You're actually going to have gear and loot, such as zombie-themed rig skins, and also, what else are they going to have? They're going to have supply drops, obviously, which have a lot of Halloween-themed cosmetics, and it's going to be each Friday. So I'm like, what? That is cool.
Yeah,
though.
it's already available. I'm kind of surprised a little bit as well. But then again, didn't they do like a Christmas map on the remastered Call of Duty last year?
Yeah, but a map is like kind of one. Like,
yeah.
Are you gonna lose all of your cosmetics after Halloween is gone? Like, that's my thing. Or are you actually gonna get to keep your like zombie skins and stuff like that?
Whenever Gears does this, oh shoot, I just realized Gears not on the list. But anyway, whenever Gears does this, you get to keep your stuff. So like if they give you Valentine's gun skin and you have hearts all over it, you get to keep that and you can use it whenever you want. So I would hope that other games do the same, where you keep your stuff. I believe Destiny does that too. Whenever they gave you stuff last time, you could keep it all throughout whenever you
because I had like I had a ghost.
Oh yeah,
on Destiny 1,
ghost.
I had a ghost. It was a ghost that was dressed up as
awesome.
a ghost. It was the coolest like ghost ever. I loved it, and then I lost it because of freaking Destiny 2. God damn you!
Oh yeah,
You better bring back the ghost Destiny. What?
Here's the thing about Destiny. We lost our dances and everything. They should bring that back. But anyway, that's a different story for another day. Another one that they're doing a Halloween event, which also started already, was Overwatch, and they do this every year. They have their character skins. They dress up in different outfits. You could unlock the ones from last year, and they add new ones. So I think that's pretty cool because during the rest of the year they lock them, so you can't get them anymore. But you can see that they're still there. And then every time they bring the events back, they actually unlock it, so you could buy it again. So I think that's pretty awesome. If you missed out on some of the outfits you wanted from Overwatch characters last year, you can get them now, which I'm gonna do that definitely. And then obviously you get loots, you get emotes, you get currency, you still get like your regular other stuff. And then they have the Junkenstein like horde mode kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where it's like a little story-based thing, and then waves and waves of little robots, whatever, comes after you, and you gotta like, basically survive. So I think that's also pretty cool. They brought that back as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's for Overwatch. That already started.
Yeah, which is pretty cool. I thought it was interesting. It says there will be weekly brawl rewards after October 20th, which will take from a Halo Ends chest. So I don't know exactly what that means. I don't play Overwatch, so
yeah.
For the Call of Duty ones, by the way, guys, it will be free for all players, and that is from October 12th until November 1st. So make sure you guys, and there will be double XP on some of the maps. So just
nice.
to let you guys know for that one. So next up we have is a game that you don't actually hear a whole lot about, which is Paragon. I'm kind of surprised. The dates for that one it started now and it's till October 1st. There is going to be a special mega bundle that is included, which will be sold between October 24th to October 11th. You'll receive a discount if you have already gotten your hands on any of the content. So I thought this was kind of cool. Again, it's not really a game that gets really talked about, but it is, I believe, on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. I believe, and you're pretty much getting skins, of course. You'll be getting some nifty little skins, and I think it's like, what is it? There will be skins and banners that will be available during the event. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Oh, that's awesome. I didn't know anything about that game, so that's interesting. Some other games that they have on there, which I don't know if we're gonna like get detailed with it, but they also have Smite, Pokemon Go, which what? People still play that?
People still play Pokemon Go.
Yeah, apparently. But yeah, the one for Smite, by the way, it's available for PC right now, but there's no date for Xbox and PlayStation yet. The one for Pokemon Go, yeah, the one for Pokemon Go doesn't have a release date either, but whatever. Like, if you have the app and you're still playing it, you'll figure it out.
Yeah, for Smite, they're bringing back the Halloween makeover for the arena modes, and Scary Potions, which I guess is pretty awesome. I've kind of dabbled in that game, but I haven't really stayed too close to it. There will be spooky themed skins, Trick or Treat, Grim Reaper, and so on and so forth like that. So I think that's kind of cool. Again, more Halloween skins, which we all know is a base, like a standard base when it comes to Halloween. The Pokemon Go stuff, they have not actually revealed fully what you're going to be getting. Just that there is something coming. So that should be interesting. There's plenty of good stuff that is coming to the game later this October for Pokemon Go. So I'm kind of surprised. And of course, one that I'm sure nobody is really surprised that is on this list is World of Warcraft. I don't think anyone's surprised on this. Like, usually MMOs like Guild Wars and World of Warcraft and all that kind of do this every single year. Because it's what, it's something that keeps their fan base happy and everything like that. So they will be bringing back their events, and of course they usually change around some of the worlds and stuff like that to match Halloween. So if you do play World of Warcraft, go check it out. Let us know what you think.
And
I have
then
World of Warcraft.
Oh, you do? Wait, did you used to play it a lot, or you just like, oh, I tried it?
I actually have I have 3 main characters on an old account. Hold on.
My God.
But this is my thing. So I have 3 actual, really, full decked out characters on account that I actually can't access anymore because I don't remember any of the information.
Ouch.
I played it before I started playing Guild Wars 2. So, but then I started a new account for World of Warcraft and was playing with GKB and Brutal. But then that didn't really go anywhere, so I haven't touched it since. But yeah. I used to play Really, like I had
She was a WoW player, guys.
I did. I had
Guys, she
a
was a WoW player.
paladin. I had a paladin. So.
Yeah. Do you want to add any other ones to the list? Because I want to mention some of the ones that are not on here.
Yeah, jump into the ones that are not on here that we're surprised that are not on here yet.
Okay, so Gears is going to do a thing. I don't know exactly all the details, but you know, they're going to have their event with pumpkin heads. So you're going to be running around playing like how you normally play. They might have some double XP going on while you're pumpkin heads.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're doing you know, skins and stuff for your guns, but I'm leaning more towards yes than no. And then Destiny 2 is not on here either, so I'm surprised about that.
Which is kind of weird because usually by now Destiny has like all over the place. Like, this is what we're doing, this is what events are coming, but yet we hear nothing. So I'm kind of surprised on that. I am surprised.
I guess because it's a new game, and like, even though we're so used to it from the other game, we know it's coming, but since it's part 2, I guess nobody wants to jump into it yet and say anything because there's no details released.
It's possible. The very first time they did it, they didn't actually release it till I think it was like
that same week.
Well, it was that same week they released the actual content, but it was like just the week before that they actually announced it. So I think that's probably why. Yeah. They may do the same thing as when they first, because then it was the years following, like after that they actually started like releasing ahead of time because it's like they knew what they were doing by then.
Yes,
so
yes,
it's possible.
Agreed. But yeah, like same thing with Gears and Destiny. I think they lean more towards closer to the date.
Yeah.
I just looked it up. Gears is going to be on October 27, so that's like right there. It's like a couple days right before Halloween. So Destiny might do the same thing as well. So I guess we'll see what they announce later on during the month. And
is Halo gonna do anything for? Do you think they're gonna do anything for Halloween? Because I know like they did they just kind of gave away emblems and stuff for like Christmas and Thanksgiving, but I wonder if they're actually going to do anything for Halloween, because they have been doing like all these map updates and like adding all these really cool different maps. Like you actually can play golf in Halo 5 now. You could, yeah, we had some great times on that with like community game time. It was hilarious watching everyone.
Shout out to everybody who joined us.
Yes, big shout out to everyone who joined us last Saturday for community game night. It was hilarious, like, but they have a lot of really cool modes now where, you know, you're playing golf or, you know, you're playing with rockets or, you know, so I'm curious if maybe they're actually gonna like add something for Halloween.
If anything, I think you're right, they're gonna give you an emblem and maybe gun skins, but I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Halo doesn't really jump into that stuff like other games do.
Which is funny because they have like an actual whole like mod area that people can create games and stuff. You would think that it wouldn't take them hard to like create a Halloween one, but
but I'm pretty sure the fans would do their own thing, but I don't know what they're doing. But either way, I think it's cool. And also I want to ask you guys the question, and then you can comment in the chat or in the comments. Do you guys participate in these events whenever they have Halloween or Christmas or anything like that, these special events? And also, do you guys like collecting gun skins, character skins, and all that good stuff? I think it's interesting. I like it. I think it's fun, and it gives the game a little bit of life, and it makes me want to go back to Overwatch. So that's a thing.
I like seeing what they come up with. Like I believe it's so okay. I don't actually own Overwatch, but I think it's the Widowmaker. She I believe she has a skin that makes her look like a demon with wings. But the wings are like wrapped around her like a skirt. I believe that was where that skin was from. I want to say it was Overwatch. And I thought it was the coolest looking freaking skin ever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it sounds cool. Sounds cool.
It does. I like seeing what, what things they like to bring and stuff like that. Though it's kind of funny because it makes you wonder, like, what are actual, like, scary games like Friday the 13th? That's already scary, so I wonder if, like, because that's a multiplayer game, if they bring like happy bubbly things, like how Diablo actually has like a pony land.
What the heck?
Wouldn't it be funny watching like freaking Jason run around with like, I don't know, like a really pink cutesy little outfit on, like he's like a doll or something? I think it'd be hilarious.
That is not hilarious. That is creepy, and it will give me nightmares.
It would be awesome though. Like have it like all pretty and like bubbly. I don't know. I think it'd be funny. Go the complete opposite of Halloween.
I like how your mind works.
I know. Yeah.
So unique ideas.
I think it would be awesome. Take like a scary game and make it into a cutesy game for Halloween. Like do the opposite. It'd be funny. I would do that if I actually like created my own game. I would like do the opposite of what like whatever things came out because it would just be funny.
She's like, I'm gonna throw you off, and yeah, that definitely would throw me off. That's weird stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm weird, but so speaking of Friday the 13th, guys. So we are now going to jump into one of the spots that I love to get into, and that is bringing you games that, you know, don't really get a whole lot of attention, that probably should get a bit more talk about. However, this game really does get a lot of hype, but we thought it was best suited to talk about today because tomorrow is officially Friday the 13th, guys. It is October, Friday the 13th, and this could not have fallen on a better month. It really couldn't have. Hello. Halloween, Friday the 13th. Where can you go wrong with that? So, let's get into our talk about Friday the 13th. And with that, I think I accidentally just turned your mic down a little. Where'd it go?
Turn me up, girl. Turn me up.
There. No, I fixed it. Okay. So, Friday the 13th is a survival horror video game developed by Gun Media, and I think that's supposed to be like 3Phonic, but it's also published by Gun Media as well. It is based off of the film franchise, which most people know of is Friday the 13th, of course. Mm-hmm. It released back in May. Oh, you know what? They should have released it like tomorrow. That would have been a better day to actually release this game.
Can I interject right there? No, because of the server issues that happened. No, bad idea, SheWulf. Bad idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
So it did actually release on May 26, 2017, which is, you know, was back in the summertime. So a lot of people have played it. It is on, I believe, PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. So you can play it on all of the fun things. So I actually play this game a lot, and I am going to be playing it tomorrow. I am super hype. I'm supposed to be playing it hopefully with Frodo and Anti-Freak for a co-stream on Mixer. So I know, shameless plug. Please tune in tomorrow because that is actually the reason why the Gaming Den was moved till today, because of the fact that tomorrow, come on, you have to take advantage of special days like that. So,
of course.
I am super excited. I actually had fun playing this game. It is obviously interesting because of the fact, like, we all know Friday the 13th as actual movies that we watched when we were younger. And I loved horror movies growing up. Loved them. My favorite, though, was Freddy Krueger. I would love to see a Freddy Krueger video game, by the way, people.
Don't give them ideas.
I want one. I want one. But, overall, though, I was super excited to hear that this game was coming. And after playing it, there's some strategy to it, but at the same time, it's pretty simple to understand what you're doing. Don't die from Jason. Like, kind of common sense.
Survive.
Yeah. And, but at the same time, the graphics in it are kind of horrible. Like, they're not, well, okay, they're not horrible, but they're, like, not the best that they could have been. Some of the characters kind of look like a joke, but I guess it's more or less the suspense of the game itself, which makes it unique. So, there was a lot of issues that it did have, yes, when it released, but they have been working on a lot of things since. So, I just want to personally recommend tomorrow, if you are a streamer, guys, because of course we are on Mixer talking as well as YouTube. Even if you're a streamer on YouTube, Twitch, whatever you are on, I recommend playing Friday the 13th tomorrow, because why not? And I will be playing with followers tomorrow as well, so...
Ooh. That's even better.
You know, yeah, like, join in, have some fun. Dress up. Hey, come on, dress up. If you're gonna stream it, dress up. I don't know exactly how you could dress up unless you're gonna be Jason. But
yeah, put a hockey mask over your face.
Well, you'd have to have a hockey mask to put it over your face first. Though there is one Jason that just has a bag over his head. I guess that would be pretty simple. Just grab like a pillowcase.
Because then you can't breathe. No,
well, you cut holes in it. You don't just like put only that over your face.
Hey, you never know. There's some people out there that are not that bright. No offense, peeps.
Wow. Wow.
Okay. So I'm looking forward to seeing you stream this tomorrow. It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, they've added a lot of stuff to it because I remember when it first came out back in our birthday month. Hey, yeah, there wasn't that many maps. Like the maps were like what, 3 or 4?
Yeah,
I think
there was like 3.
And it was repeating and repeating, and after a while, they all kind of started looking the same to me. I was like, what's going on right now?
I could agree with that.
The same freaking intro in the beginning. I'm sorry, I'm so tired and bored of the intro. Every time when you start the match, I hope that they changed that and added a different clip. That would be cool. And from what I hear and I see, because obviously I do not own the game, I watch so many streamers playing this, is that it's more fun being Jason, obviously, because you got all the cool like powers and whatnot, and you get to hunt your friends and mess with them. So I think that's the fun aspect of it from what I see. Like if I play, I want to be Jason. I don't want to be no stupid teenager trying to survive. It looks so boring after a while. I don't know.
I don't find it boring. I find this game, like, when you're playing with friends, it definitely gets funny. Just because, like, you're trying to kill your friends, but your friends are trying to run away from you at the same time. So it's I don't know. I think it's hilarious at the same time. It's kind of like any other style of games like these, like Dead by Daylight, or well, no, Evolved isn't. Evolved was just crap, so I wouldn't even.
Oh,
damn. I didn't like that game. I really didn't, and I was super excited for that game too, but then it released and it was crap. But we're not talking about Evolved right now. You know.
Yeah, Friday the 13th. I think it's awesome because it's nostalgic, right? So like you're mentioning, we all grew up with these movies and stuff like that. Even I watched these movies when I was little, even though I didn't enjoy them as much as other people.
Yeah.
I watched them with my brothers. I still have memories of that, and so yeah, it's nostalgic. Like when you hear the noises, when you hear him, when you see him, yeah, you have that nostalgic feeling, just like if anybody would be picking up Star Wars. It's the same feeling, you know?
Yeah. I do have to say,
so I think it's interesting in that aspect.
I do have to say, though, the developers of this game they're actually kind of fun to talk to and stuff like that. I'm actually in a Discord for the people who got this game for like reviews and stuff like that. There was a special Discord, and they actually sit in there and they still talk to them about like updates and everything, where actually recently I guess there's going to be some new like different kill things that are going to be happening, and they actually asked people if they would like jump into a game to like test them out. So you pretty much had to like run up to Jason and like actually let him kill you so that you can see the new animations. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was like, that is all. I sadly missed it. I was pretty pissed because I would have loved to have been part of that, but I thought it was hilarious though, and you know, they do keep people up to date on all of that kind of stuff, and they do constantly ask for feedback in the Discord and everything, and they do care. They really do care about the people playing this game. So it's not about like, you know, that they just created this game and then they don't care about what like the feedback on it, because they do. They really do, and they are constantly trying to fix this game, which makes it so much better. So
yeah. I find that it's interesting. Overall, it looks like a fun game when you have people to play with.
Yeah.
I have seen some streamers that don't play with subscribers and don't play with friends, and it's not as enjoyable to watch or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I would suggest that if you are streaming it, you know, try to get your friends if you're, you know, worried about subscribers and stuff like that. Or game with subscribers, just because, you know, it gets more people interested to game with you, to follow you overall.
So my question is, because I know you don't have the game, Fox does not own Friday the 13th. If you were to have get a code, would you actually play and stream it with us tomorrow?
Oh man, put me on the spot.
I am
on gaming then. I'll play it for you. Well, you already know that. I don't even know why you ask. You know I would play
Because
it
I have to
for you.
ask.
Yeah,
That
I'll play it for
way,
you, for
it
sure.
is officially heard by everybody now. So that...
Damn it. No, but if I'm,
Let's
you know,
see.
if I'm
Let's
like
see
the
what we can do,
teenager, the
Frodo. I
counselor,
see you in that
I'm
chat.
gonna,
Let's see what we can do.
I'm gonna definitely be like bored, and I'm gonna be like making fun of it and stuff like that. But then again, that's
You're not.
the
You'd be
no,
impressed
but
how
like
many
it has.
people get jumpy in this game.
I'm pretty sure I will, definitely. But then I can mute my mic, you know, in case I scream or something. But anyway,
It would be
there's
so
some.
quick you wouldn't even know that you screamed, so I don't think you could.
Wow, are you trying to say that you're gonna be Jason and then you're gonna go after
I
me
don't
or
like playing
something? Is
Jason,
that?
actually.
Oh, really? Oh shit,
Yeah,
that's
I don't
interesting.
care much for playing Jason.
Oh, I think that's
So,
the first time I've heard that, to be honest. But I think that is cool because you know how the game is cheesy and it has like really bad graphics or you know
yeah.
that B-movie style that Jason was or whatever. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
really care for that stuff, but then again, it just feels like it's part of it. Like it's his charm at the same time, which is interesting. It's
That's
part of
true.
his charm.
That is true. It makes it, unique. I just wish they worked a little better on some of the faces, because that blonde guy, like, especially when all they did was keep playing that same cutscene at the beginning, and his face,
Yeah,
that was
that's
just
annoying.
horrible.
It was so annoying. I was like, no,
That
dude.
was just horrible. Yeah, I don't know. That was just horrible. But overall, it was definitely, check it out if you guys are, you're gamers. Join in and play some Friday the 13th tomorrow. Play a horror game tomorrow. Make it worthwhile, guys, because again, it's the month of Halloween and you get Friday the 13th. You don't get it very often. So, just saying. All right. So, moving on, because I'm sure Fox isn't like talking about Friday the 13th very much.
No, it's fine. I mean,
Yeah, you can hear it in her voice. No, moving on is one of the fun things that I do like to talk about, and of course, that is the gaming challenge list, or list challenge. I always say that backwards every single time that I say it. It's the gaming list challenge, guys. So this is where we find a list on the internet, and we find sites that put games into categories, and we see if we actually agree with them. We see if there was actually some agreements to, or if it's just complete utter crap. And I'm going to let Fox take this one away because she actually found this list. So, Fox?
okay, cool. So I like these lists. It's actually really interesting, and especially finding new sites that do top 10 or anything like that, and they make a list out of stuff. So this one is called Best Video Games Story of the 8th Generation so far. And I like that they wrote that so far because it's still in progress, obviously.
True.
And yeah, so I thought that was an interesting list to check out. And the top, I guess, number 10 on the list was Injustice 2, which I recently just picked that game up.
Yeah.
So I think it's interesting that's on the list. It makes me look forward to playing the story because I started the story, haven't beat it. So I think it's interesting that this game's on the list because it's a fighter. So I'm like, really? It does have a story that people like, but what if? Just what if? And yeah, I'm a bit of a Marvel fangirl, but like, what if you don't really like DC or their characters? Would you still be able to enjoy the story in this game? That's what I find interesting.
The thing is, though, if you don't like DC characters, why the hell are you buying Injustice to begin with?
I'm saying for the fact that it's on the list, that's what I'm saying.
But yeah, obviously, like, people still buy it and play it because they like it. Like, I may not, like, say if I don't like open world games, am I gonna buy them? No. Like,
Right.
I'm assuming they're talking about the people who actually buy the games. But Injustice 2
Well,
did have an amazing story, though. Like, especially, like, the way that the narrative went and everything with it, and how the story was all, like, they worked together, but at the same time, it was so, like, balanced, where you were surprised when certain characters did work together. I don't want to give anything away for the story, because I did actually really enjoy the story, so.
I think it's pretty obvious, though. Batman and Superman and stuff like that.
Well, yeah,
I think.
they're going off the movie because it's just the stupid
Okay.
ass.
Obviously, we didn't say.
Fucking stupid. It's just stupid.
But anyway, besides that awesomeness that you're doing, yeah, like I think it's interesting that the game's not. Oh my god.
It's so stupid. They stopped fighting because both their mothers' name are
Batman
Martha.
v Superman review. Welcome everyone.
I would have been so pissed if they would have put that in the story. Like, oh my god, we can't fight. Our mom's names are Martha. Like, seriously? Seriously?
Oh my god.
You were too
Luca, I'm not hating. First of all, Luca, shout out to Luca, girl.
I hate
we
Ben
don't
Affleck
fight.
to begin
You already
with.
know this. But this is the thing. I'm not hating. I was just questioning, the fact that it's on the list because it's a general list. It's not like if you buy these are going to be good stories. It was just like a general list, and I'm like, what if you don't really care for that?
Yeah, but that
Would it
comes
still
with,
be
like...
Should it be on the list? Should it still be on the list is my
you
question.
You can't compare it like that because you can say that about every single game on the list because that goes with like movies and stuff. If you don't like action movies, but even though it has an amazing story, if you don't like action movies, you're not going to go watch an action movie. So like you can't go on your theory. Shush and just do the list properly, damn it.
So I'm just hating, all right? But either way, I have Injustice 2 and I'm looking forward to playing the rest of the game. So, do you agree that it's on the list? Yes. I don't know yet. I haven't beat it.
I have watched the whole story. I played part of it and then watched the rest of it because obviously GKB beat it first. So, but I do think it had an amazing story, so I liked it.
Awesome. I
liked it. So, number 9, Tales of the Borderlands. Now, while Telltale, this is the Telltale ones though, isn't it? Which
yeah, Telltale.
Like, okay, I thought
the chat
the
is
story
distracting
was
me.
good.
I'm not even gonna lie.
So I thought the story was good, but I didn't think it was like the greatest thing ever. Like, it kind of bored me at some points, but.
Don't you feel that about all Telltale games or most Telltale games? I'm not gonna say all.
I actually really liked the Batman one because like I love the comic books for Batman, and this gave like a completely dynamic storyline to what they did with Batman. So I actually enjoyed that one. Game of Thrones was boring just because they tried to like make Game of Thrones from a TV show that's already amazing. So putting it into a game like they did was just a bad idea. But
yeah, it didn't translate.
Well, no, because there's there's already the books and then the TV show. So the story is the story, but then you're gonna take it and cut it down into like a story type walkthrough game, which is the dumbest idea ever. It really was. But like out of all of them, yeah, I guess like this would be the better one of them all. Was it an amazing story? I don't know.
I think it was a good story. I liked it. Well, from what I've played, let me correct that. From what I've played, I like it so far because I never cared for the Borderlands games themselves, but I found that this is interesting to me. So I like this story of Borderlands, the Telltale version. So I started it. I liked it. I thought it was funny. I thought it had good characters. I have to finish it, of course.
I still don't think it belongs on this list, though. Best video game stories? Yeah, no.
Yeah, I don't know if it per se belongs here because I haven't finished it, but there are other Telltale games that I like more, and I'm more intrigued in the story to the point where I couldn't stop it, and I did finish them.
Yeah.
This one, I did stop midway through, but I do like that they put it in there because I have heard people say similar things.
It just, the
so
story
I like that they
reminds me of like Mad Max or something. Just the way that the story base goes. It reminds me of other
it's like
things. Yeah. So,
okay.
I don't know.
Alright, so this is a question mark. And then the next one is... well, the next one that I guess I could comment on.
Well, yeah, we'll just pick the ones that we'll comment on that we've actually played, so...
Okay. Life is Strange.
Of course you would pick that. Of course.
It's like on the number 3. First of all, that shit should be number 1. All right, let me just get that out
No,
right now.
Number
It should be
one
number one.
deserves its number one stage. So
Mm.
don't take. It should be second. Let's give it second.
Okay, thanks for giving it a second. I appreciate you. One I hear is amazing, but anyway, we'll get to that when it happens. Life is Strange, amazing game. Also another episodic game. Uh, and this one is the first one too, because obviously the new one is not done yet. But I completely agree why this game should be on the list to the point where it was an arcade game or a small indie kind of game that got published by Square Enix, and then they did release a physical copy of it. They did a prequel. They're working on another one, so it deserves this hype. I like the story. I love the characters. I like the theories that come out of this game. There's so many good things that I could say about Life is Strange. I could do a whole like Gaming Dead episode talking about Life is Strange. But um, SheWulf, would you ever play Life is Strange?
Yeah, I've been wanting to play it. It's just I have so much other shit that I have to play.
There is a lot of freaking games out there, not gonna lie.
I like okay, so I love streaming. I do. Absolutely love it. But there's so many new games that come out that, you know, we get like codes and reviews and all that kind of stuff that we do. But at the same time, like you stream for like 4 to 5 hours every single day. Once I'm done, I just don't really feel like playing video games.
Hmm.
To a point,
Unless it's
to a point.
Destiny.
No, I haven't even touched Destiny. But like no, I do like playing other videos. I will eventually like get into this game. I did hear that obviously the dynamic of it and the emotional highlights of it and stuff like that really make this story stand out. So I am excited to see what they're doing with this, and
I'm intrigued.
So
I'm intrigued to see like you play it or to hear your thoughts when you do play it.
how long is
obviously, I believe it's like 5 or depending if you do everything or collecting everything, I guess it's like 5 hours long, I guess. I'm not sure.
Not bad.
I'm gonna say around 5 hours, but I'm not 100% sure. But I am interested to see what you think. I hope that you like it because it's like one of my favorite games ever.
Now I feel like I'm obligated to like it because it's one of your all-time favorite games. Like, oh my god, if I tell her I don't like it, is she gonna like disown me?
How about you don't tell me? No, I'm kidding.
Okay, if I don't like it, I'll just keep pretending that I've never played it, and then we'll stick with that.
Oh my god, you're already breaking my heart. No,
I haven't played it. I have started it though. I did like when it became on Games with Gold, I did actually start it up. But then something happened and I didn't get to finish it. And it's so hard with the game, like how much like backlog we all get, that it makes it so hard to actually like jump back into games. And like I still haven't even got to finish Doom that I wanted to finish. Because as soon as I started playing Doom, I ended up having to, I think I had like 3 other games I had to review that week. So I ended up like not being able to finish Doom, and that was annoying. So
yeah,
it's just crazy hours.
I think, not gonna lie, but I think when Doom came out, there was like 3 or 4 freaking betas around that month.
There was so many betas. There was other game releases and stuff like that. There was a lot going on around that time. So it just, it made things complicated. But back to Life is Strange, I did start it and it seemed intriguing. I just have to, obviously play through the rest of it. But I should be able to take like 5 hours out of a day, and maybe I'll just like stream that for like the whole entire time. I should be able to beat majority of it if that's the case. Because I stream for about 4 hours a day, so if I start it.
Oh yeah, true. Morning to the afternoon. Yeah. But overall, I love this game. I definitely think it deserves to be on the list. I care about the characters and what's happening to them. I love the interacting because they do give you the options to say different things and do different things differently, and they have 2 different endings, and I really love it. So I hope that anybody's interested in it, you try it. I think it was on sale, or it is on sale. I'm not sure.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah.
So let's jump into the number one on this list, and I have to agree. This game deserves the number one spot because this has to be one of the biggest storylines going, I think, in almost gaming history. And that is The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt. Like, it literally has the whole standard base story. Then it has, like, two other DLC stories that go with it. Like, there's so much story going on. I love Blood and Wine the most, though. That was my favorite story out of all of it. But that is insane. Like, it was actually an amazing story. There was a lot of work, a lot of detail put into this game. And I bet you the devs are really proud of themselves with what they accomplished with this game and how well it has done over the years. So I'm really happy to see this game as number one.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people talking about it that love it. And it has so much content that not everybody can finish it, even though I know people that have finished it. And from what I know, the DLC that they add is like a second game type of thing.
More or less. But it's still a story that can, like, it still ties in some way or another to the original stories. Like, the imagination that was put into creating the story base of this game is just outstanding. Because, like, the game alone is gorgeous all by itself. And then to add such an amazing story into it as well, it just adds, like, a whole new level to gaming. And I find that, like, The Witcher 3 is still one of those games that no other game has been able to compare to yet. So, I'm happy.
Yeah, I think games are actually striving to be as good as Witcher, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, they use that as a template, you know? Like, either way, I hear good things. So, I don't disagree. This game should be on the list, definitely.
Definitely.
So, it's just not my type of game, though. It's an RPG game. But it's cool.
You heard it here first. Fox hates RPG games.
Yeah, I think I said that in Console Corner.
I think so.
But yeah, there's some other games on the list. I'll point out one that I don't know why it's on here. Persona 5? Like, really? Really? It's like anime and it's about high school and some, I don't know, some demons and stuff going on.
How did it beat out, like, Final Fantasy and, like, Until Dawn?
How did it beat out Horizon?
That was
Horizon
a good
Zero
story.
Dawn.
I like that story.
Because, yeah, Horizon Zero Dawn was on, like, honorable mentions, and I'm like, why is Persona there, but not Horizon Zero Dawn? I am shocked.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't agree, why that game should be on the list.
No, because they put, like, Firewatch, but they don't put, like... Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I've heard good things about Firewatch, even though it's like a walking simulator, but I've tried, like, Persona before. It's just, I don't like it. It's horrible, I think. But I haven't played this one, 5, yet, so obviously I don't know if it's that great to be on the list. I just personally wouldn't put it on there. And there's another one on the list that we forgot to mention, which I'm not surprised. Uncharted 4. I'm not surprised that that's on there, to be honest.
True. I guess. I don't know. I didn't play the story.
No, but, like, usually, like, Uncharted games make it to, like, the top of the list. Or Naughty Dog games make it to the top of the certain list. If it isn't Uncharted, it is Last of Us. So, I'm not surprised that that's on there. And, I guess I like Uncharted when it first started, like, 1 and 2.
Yeah.
But after that, I lost interest. I was just like, whatever, Nathan, you do whatever you want to do, bro. So, yeah. Anything else on the list you want to point out?
No, it's alright. Let's jump into the questions now, actually. If you want to read off the first question. If you have them.
Oh yeah, so thanks everybody for sending us questions, whether it was in the comment section of the last video or
Sorry,
on
Fox
Twitter.
had a little bit of a brain fart there, where I think she just kind of lost what she was doing.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, basically, that's what happened. But yeah, thanks for sending us questions on Twitter and in the comment section using the hashtag #4gaming. Dan, really appreciate that. The first question is from, was it Scrotum? Shout out to Scrotum. He's always asking us awesome questions. So he asked, your most disappointing game you've played this gen. What do you think?
Most disappointing. I think we've been asked something similar to this before.
I think it was like Newf, maybe. And it was like which game disappointing in your collection, maybe, or something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah, it was funny.
What was one of the most disappointing games I've played? There was a couple, but I can't think of it because obviously I just didn't care that much that I can't remember the names of them. But
Call of Duty Advanced Warfare.
what? What? What have you just done and just said? You're officially banned from the gaming den. Goodbye.
Nope, you can't do that.
Actually?
Nope.
Technically, I can.
Nope.
Technically, yes, I can. Anyways, oh god, Black Ops
I said
3.
mine. Oh,
I hated the campaign. That campaign was shit.
Call of Duty games are on our mind.
That
Are you
was
guys
crap.
surprised? Yeah, I heard horrible things about that.
Titanfall 2. That wasn't the worst game I've played this year. I did like the campaign.
I like the campaign.
I actually did enjoy the campaign. Even though it was a little lacking, I did still really like the campaign. So it's not the worst game I've played this year. Multiplayer could be up there, but still not that horrible.
Yeah, How about Mighty Number 9?
Okay, so first off, Mighty Number 9, it's not the worst game I've ever played. It's just the dumbest and the hardest that I've ever played. I can't freaking beat stupid Pyro. It drives me up the wall. But it's not that, it's still, like, it was very challenging. Just because it's challenging doesn't make it dumb, so. What about that Hellblade? That's a good one.
Maybe I should have thought about this question before I said it, because it is a tough one.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah, I think you should have. Trying to think, like, there has been there was a game that I played and I was like, I cannot believe I just wasted my time playing that because that was the dumbest thing I've ever played. And I even had to review it.
Oh, ouch. I hope it wasn't Ben-Hur.
Actually, you know what? That was really easy achievements. I actually I went through that pretty quickly.
True.
Oh god, what was it? Oh god, there was this dwarf game. That was like the dumbest, is one of the dumbest games that I ever played. I'm sorry, devs, if you possibly hear this later. I am really sorry, but I did not like that game at all. Did not like it. It was odd. Like, no matter what I did, I couldn't get anywhere. I kept, I don't know. I did not like it at all. Did not like it at all. Another one I think was probably Sniper Ghost Warrior 3. I'm sorry, that was kind of crap too.
Ooh, yeah.
I didn't hate it as much as like a lot of people who did reviews on that game, but it was definitely lacking. That's for sure.
It was disappointing.
Yeah, it was.
Understandable. I guess Thief would be another one. I was disappointed when I played it. I was looking forward to it, and I was like, "Oh man, this is straight trash."
Really?
So Thief, yeah, Thief, and I guess I'm gonna stay also with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare because it's just disappointing. I was looking forward to the multiplayer, and I don't like jumping around and stuff. I guess that's just personal preference, but either way, I don't like it. I only have it in my collection to play with you on there.
Because of me. I can't believe you. I thought you said you
Not
liked
my
that
type of
one.
COD.
I thought you said you liked that one.
Nah.
Eh,
Maybe I said that when I first met you.
maybe.
But this is the truth.
I think she was just trying to butter me up, guys. She was trying to butter me up.
Well.
Oh my god. She hates my game.
Oh,
That's alright.
okay. Here it is. The Division.
I don't hate that game though.
No, it's not about hate. It's about most disappointing.
Oh, okay.
Most disappointing game you've played.
I love how you just stop and start laughing. Okay, yes, The Division was very, very disappointing this year. It really was. Because, like, there was so much hype, and I wanted that game so freaking badly. I was even gonna get a tattoo just so that I could actually, like, remember that? Remember that?
Yeah.
Then
that was around the same time we met, so yeah, I completely forgot.
And then it came out. Like, heck, the console corner was actually built on the very first episode was only about the Division. And then we ended up
episode.
like the game came out. Yeah, it was like it's like what is it? Episode 0. And like oh my god, I was so
You guys
mad.
streamed it until like 2 a.m. You guys are all in.
It was great, but it ended up becoming an issue because like they didn't keep up with what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
you guys not gonna lie, you guys ate through that content, and then there was bugs and stuff.
But we were fine with
used
that.
After.
We were fine with the fact of like we okay, the type of gamers we beat through things as quick as possible. But that's not our issue. Like we did it with Destiny and everything else like that. We don't have that issue. The problem came in when I think it was like a week after they started taking away a lot of stuff that was keeping us interested. And then they turn around and there was this really, really, really bad glitch that like made us lose like
oh yeah, that's right.
I lost my level. I ended up getting my level back, but I lost all of my Dark Zone level. That pissed me off. And I didn't get that back. I was actually supposed to start completely over with that. So that annoyed me. And then there was another glitch that came out, and then another one, and then it just became so, like, it was nonstop. Nobody wanted to fight in the Dark Zone because of the fact that, like, once you got in there, you lost more points from dying than you got for actually killing things. So everyone who went in was like, oh no, we want to actually protect our stuff, so nobody wanted to fight. And so the Dark Zone became really irrelevant, where the beta, nobody cared because all of their stuff that they had, they didn't care if they lost it or not because they weren't going to keep it in the new game. So there was one issue after another with the Division, and it was a real letdown because I was actually really looking forward to that game. And like I said, us leveling as quick as we did, that's not the issue because me and GKB were MMO players. So we're used to, the grind to get to the highest level, but then keeping yourself occupied after that. We're fine with that. We know how to do that. But not when the glitches come and they take away all of your progress. That was shit.
Yep. I agree. Damn. Yeah, I just lost interest because it had no content after I finished the story. And I wasn't that interested in the Dark Zone that much because you had to run with certain people who were certain levels. Because then if you went in, you couldn't see each other otherwise or something. And I was like, I don't like this. I think you should have had a traditional multiplayer in the beginning, just so you could have the option to play campaign story stuff with yourself or your friends. Then you have Dark Zone, and then they should have had a different section that was like, hey, if you just want to play PvP against each other, here's another option. That's another thing they messed up with Ghost Recon, where they didn't have PvP. So I don't know what's up with Ubisoft, but those games were disappointing. But yeah, I just thought about it because I was so disappointed. I kind of like put it to the back of my game shelf, like it's just back there somewhere, and I kind of forgot. I even bought the $100 version.
Yeah,
and
so did we.
Regretted
so
it.
did we.
I regretted it.
And at that point in time, we were actually buying like 2 copies of things, so we actually bought like 2 different like $100. Yeah, we were pissed.
Ouch. Yeah. Ouch.
Well, we didn't know about game sharing back then. The game sharing thing was still being worked on, so. But, it is what it is, so.
Any other questions?
I believe so. Oh, Blue actually asked a question on Twitter, which I thought was actually an interesting question, because this is a pretty big topic that we see quite a bit, and I thought it was a good one to actually touch on. And her question was, do you think Fortnite will be more popular on Xbox than PUBG when it finally releases? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This one is hard because of the fact that it did jump the gun. Like and it's actually hitting really big numbers right now on Fortnite. So for PUBG to come after the fact, either A, people are going to get a little tired on Xbox of that style of game, because The thing I find different about Xbox or even just console gamers than it is PC gamers. Now, this is just my own personal preference, or not preference, but opinion when it comes to this particular topic, is PC gamers and Xbox or console gamers are two completely different style of gamers. PC gamers, once they find a game, they tend to stay with those kind of games and they keep going for a long period of time on those games, where console gamers they play the newest thing that comes out, but then once the next big thing comes out, then they jump to that game and then the next big thing. So they're constantly jumping to new games where, yes, server-based games like Gears, Call of Duty, or Halo are 3 very big games, yes, but you still see like the servers and stuff kind of go down a little bit when the next game comes out.
Yeah.
So for people to go back, yes, it's understandable. PUBG could have that. I definitely think it is going to do good on Xbox, but I do think there's going to be some issues between Fortnite and PUBG, because Fortnite did push that boundary before PUBG could do it.
Yeah, it's already established, and it's basically what people are playing right now if they want that style of gameplay.
Especially if you have to pay for PUBG.
Yeah, that's another thing. Good point. Yeah, Fortnite is free, so anybody can play it right now and try and see if they like that type of game style. And guess what? If they don't like that type of game style, they're not gonna gravitate towards PUBG, because they're gonna be like, well, I tried Fortnite, it's kind of the same thing, so I'm good.
It's already giving them a bad taste in their mouth.
Right, but then you do have other people that are like, oh, I'm playing Fortnite for now until PUBG comes out, because that's the one I really want, right? So you have these different type of gamers that want different things. But yeah, the thing that you pointed out about PUBG, it is going to cost you money. It's going to be an alpha or a beta on top of that, so it's not even going to be the full game, because we're going to have it on game preview. So that's another thing.
And it's going to be releasing in the fall around Battlefront, Call of Duty. Like, you're going to have other main shooters on consoles that are going to be releasing around the same timeline as PUBG. Again, PUBG is not going to be free. You do have to pay for it, or at least unless they're going to change that, like unless they do something just because of the fact Fortnite did it. But
yeah, they might do a trial that you can have for a certain amount of time, but I still think that's gonna have a paywall. Because it's gonna have that price tag on it.
Yeah, PC you pay $30 for. Now, to people who are buying all these other fall games, that's a lot of money. Like, that is still a lot of money. So, like, that's when it all, like, what it really all comes down to. Fortnite pushed that line already, giving you that style of game, and they gave it to you for free. And there's actually a little more to it, because you can build. So you can actually build yourself shelters and stuff like that, where obviously PUBG you can't. Where you go is where you go, kind of thing. So there is differences between the two games, but they are still the same base style of games, and they're still going to come down to the idea of price-wise. So it's kind of like, well,
yeah, that's a tough thing to say.
Yeah, like,
I think they're both gonna be really popular in their own way. But PUBG does have that realistic style to it that some people like better than the artsy style that Fortnite is going for. Yeah, so some people do find that PUBG is better in that aspect, more realistic in that aspect, and plus, a lot of gamers want to see what's all the hype. A lot of console gamers want to see what all the hype is about, because of all the PUBG talk everywhere, every day, every month they're breaking records on something, right? So I think a lot of people are still going to check it out to a certain extent.
Oh, I still think it's going to hit great numbers on the Xbox. I do. I really do. I think there is still going to... I do think that they are still going to lose some people that probably could have bought it because of Fortnite or because of the price difference between the two. So, Fortnite, you still stole their thunder. That's all I think. Like, I still think that there's still the issue of that. And
yeah. To answer her question, though, it's more of a wait and see type of thing, because of all these different, different things or different point of view that could happen, or
Yeah.
so I don't know. It's a hard question to answer.
Now, people do say, like, when do people think PUBG is being launched? Well, everybody has been given the time of the end of fall or end of holiday or whatever, which can kind of put you between, like, November and December. But honestly, right now, I think they'd be smart to hold off and release it, like, the first week of January, to be honest. Just to get past that holiday season. I do, though. I really do, just to get past that holiday season, because people are going to be picky about what they're buying with how many games release in the fall. Like, they're already... Okay, so I can count a list right now that me and GKB were, like... There's 1, 2... Wait, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8... 8 different games that just started releasing now until December. And that's not even all of them.
Yeah.
I don't even have all of them, because there's still, like, Nintendo Switch games. There's still some PlayStation games that are not on this list. So, like, there's a lot of games releasing that, you know, PUBG is still going to have to compete with. So...
Yeah. But what don't you rather... words. Don't you think it's better to have the option to choose and have PUBG on that list rather than them delaying it for next year?
I would, okay, so that's where it comes into, like, it depends, because for people who are only waiting for PUBG, then yeah, obviously that would be good. But for, like, gamers like all of us who actually try to buy the new games, no, I would rather them wait. But that's just my own preference. Plus, you know, I guess technically I should be taken out of that mix, because I can just play it on PC. I already bought it on PC. I'm already playing it on PC. So...
Right. No, I get it. I would like, me as a primary console gamer, I would like to have the option to choose whether I buy this game this year, along with Call of Duty, Star Wars, Assassin's Creed, and all that other stuff, right? So I want it on the list, because it is an option. As long as the game is ready to come out.
Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
Yeah.
I actually agree with, like, Power, how he says, like, holidays becoming more of a headache every year. It is. They're releasing more and more games instead of actually spreading them out. Like, we get summer times when, if I was a game developer, I would want my game to release during the summertime, because everybody's out of school, first off. So people are home trying to find stuff to do, especially depending where you live, because you get, like, a lot of rain and all that other kind of stuff. So it's like, hello. Like, I don't know. But everyone waits for the fall, and I think it's kind of dumb.
Yeah, which is why people, like, play their backlog in the summertime most of the time because of that.
If I was a game developer, I would release my game for full price in the summer, then bring it down for sale price for the holiday, so that way I'm making more money, because, like, people have already had time, but people who didn't want to, like, buy it at that point in time would just consider picking it up on the holiday because it was on sale when all these other games are coming out at full price.
Right. Definitely.
That's all. Yeah, I should be a freaking marketing person. No. I should be awesome.
Yeah.
But
yeah, that was a great question. Thank you to Blue and Scrotum. I'm gonna throw in a silly question for Luca. She said, "What if Super Lucky's Tale is better than Sonic?" What then, Fox? Okay, Luca, listen. Girl, listen. You listening? Okay, so if Super Lucky's Tale is better than Sonic, then I'm just gonna enjoy Super Lucky's Tale for what it is. Sonic, I guess I don't want to compare it because it's nostalgic. So the reason why I like Sonic so much and I bother people about it, and I guess I talk people's ear out, it's because it's nostalgic. So, like, it's part of my childhood. It's, like, a big part of why I became a gamer and why I like gaming.
Yeah.
So yeah, if Super Lucky's Tale is better, then that's great. I will be super happy, and I'm definitely gonna play it. I already got it pre-ordered on Amazon, so I would just enjoy it for what it is. And I guess I'll try not to compare it. But
wait, what are you comparing?
Super Lucky's Tale and Sonic.
You know,
she said, "What if it's better?"
Super Lucky Tales can't really be compared to Sonic, though. Now, it's more of an open world, like, say, Spyro or,
But like, Sonic does have similar games like that, though. Even though the ones that are like open world for Sonic are
Mario. The
not
game
that
reminds me
great.
a lot of like Mario. It's even like it's even got like the lucky like tail type thing.
All right, girl, it's about Sonic and Super Lucky Stick, okay?
I know, but like the like lucky tail guy, he reminds me of like Tails from like, isn't it Mario?
From Sonic?
Oh, is it
Nope.
Sonic? Oh. I know that there's
You're
a cute
adorable.
little
Oh,
like
I'm gonna give you a hug.
I know there's a cute little like foxy guy in one of
Yeah, Sonic. That's
Oh.
Tails. Yeah.
I knew there was a Tails. I just couldn't remember which game he was from.
You're adorable.
Well, then maybe that's
But,
where they stole him from. Because he's cute.
Oh, I hope they didn't steal him. But either way, I mean, it is a boy fox, just like the other one. And I think I'm just gonna love and enjoy both of them regardless, you know? I'm gonna
True.
try not to compare it. But thanks to Luca for that silly-ass question.
It was a great question. Because you made her question between two of her favorite games.
Yeah.
Ha! Which is
I mean-
great. That's what we want. Making Fox
reaction.
question. I know, right? It's hilarious. Super hilarious.
Alright, what do you want to do?
So I see. Okay, so this will be the last question because we're already like at 1:30.
Okay,
Best
cool.
question to play on your phone.
Wait, what?
Ooh, Monty says best game to play on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Does
Best
the
game to play on
Walking
your
Dead
phone.
app count? Because I love playing on that app. That app is freaking awesome.
Is it a game?
No, technically no. It's like there is
Nah,
one. There is actually like a Walking Dead one with Daryl, which everyone knows I love Daryl from freaking The Walking Dead.
Yeah, he's cool.
He's
So what do you do in that game with
stupid.
Daryl?
You're pretty much like it's like The Walking Dead. You're literally like walking around and you have to survive and stuff like that.
Is it first-person shooter? Is it like a
Hold on.
puzzle
It's
game?
been a while since I've played it, so I'm trying to find the app again. Because it came out like
Oh,
last year, so I played it last year and I beat it.
Oh,
so
okay.
then I just haven't played it again, obviously, because there's no point in like constantly playing something if I've already played it. But
Yeah,
there is
yeah.
like Dead Yourself, which is a photo thing where you can actually turn yourself into a zombie. It's called The Walking Dead No Man's Land.
Uh-huh.
Which, you know, I thought it was a pretty awesome game. It got a 4.6 rating.
Oh, that's a
Which
good rating,
is
actually.
It is. Especially out of how many people? Out of 528,000 people.
Oh, shit.
It got a 4.6.
Okay.
So there is my, and they oh hey, I gotta play it again. They actually added like new characters.
This is where we find. This is where we listen to SheWulf looking through her phone and finding out things.
That is actually cool. It's like a top-down. It's kind of like a Diablo style game.
Oh, thank you. See, that's what I was waiting for. I was
And-
like, what type of game is
Oh,
it? Interesting.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, it's like a Diablo style type game, but at the same time it like you'll see like at close ranges stuff too. So it's got like a diversity of like screen modes and all that kind of thing. So I don't know. I really liked it. It's probably the only game that I've actually played on my phone, and it's called The Walking Dead No Man's Land. So yeah.
Okay,
Which-
cool. Uh-huh.
Which, speaking of phones, I actually just got a DM from I actually just got a DM from a phone developer. They're like, we're an upcoming mobile gaming company who developed an for Android device. We would love if you would try out the game at the Play Store. Yeah, I get a
Oh
lot
my
of
God.
these emails. I get a lot of these emails.
This is funny
It's
as hell.
called Pixel Pro. Pixel 8 Picross?
Well, don't promote it if you haven't tried it yet. What the heck?
I'm not. I'm like trying to read what the hell it is.
Try it and then let us know next week.
Oh, this is weird. Yeah, we'll see. But yeah. Anyways, guys. So, what about you?
wait.
Do you play any mobile games?
Okay, so this is the funny thing. I'm not really a mobile gamer at all, even though I've tried so many games here and there.
Mm-hmm.
There was one time though that I was kind of a little bit into mobile games, and I was going to start doing like video reviews and stuff like that about it.
Yeah.
But then I was like, nah, that's not my thing. I like consoles better, so I figured whenever I did a YouTube channel, I was gonna do console gaming. But yeah. See, I went through my phase of Angry Birds. I went through my phase of like Fruit Ninja and Pokemon Go, but I don't have
Mhm.
any of those games on my phone at all. I don't think I have any games on my phone right now. But I do like the ones that I do like are like runners, like when you're running around and you have to like swipe left, swipe right, and I guess go through these different obstacles
Mhm.
that are going around. So whenever there is a new runner game, I tend to try, especially if it's on the top of the list.
Yeah.
Um, I like those. So those are the type of games that I like the most. Even though I've tried so many different ones here and there, the runners are my favorite. So I like to play those. Because they give you different obstacles and stuff. And you jump and slide and all that.
Hmm.
But actually, another one would be the Maze Runners. They did a runner of that one as well, so that was really cool.
Like the movie Maze Runner?
Yep, yep. Maze
Oh,
Runners had
you
a runner.
actually get to like play as
Yep, the
them.
characters.
Oh my
Yep,
god.
yep.
I would
That was
still
actually
play
pretty
as
cool.
like okay, this is gonna turn into like
But
girly
yeah,
time
like
here.
to be honest, but yeah, to be honest though, I'm not really mobile gamer or anything like
Yeah.
that. But thank you to Monty for asking that on Twitter. Thank you.
He did ask that on Twitter. Thank you for everyone who asked their questions. You guys are all awesome. But with that being said, thank you everyone for tuning in this week for this week's show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode and the great topics and the little fun segments that we like to throw in there as well. Of course, you can find all of our information in the description below. I am SheWulf, one of your hosts of today's show. You can catch me on Mixer from Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. till 12 p.m. Eastern Time, of course. You guys are always welcome to come hang out. I love chatting with all you guys. Even if you are new to gaming, whatever, I game with the followers as well. So make sure you guys come and check that out. Join in, have some good conversations because I like to welcome everybody and, make everyone feel comfortable about being a gamer, whether you're male, female, whatever you are. Just come and join, have some fun. Now, let me hand it off to my other host.
Yeah, so thank you to everybody who hung out with us in both chats, Mixer and YouTube. You guys are awesome. And thank you to everybody who watches this later on. Don't forget to leave your questions and comments below. So then if you have any questions, we can add them on next week. Thank you to everybody who shared their questions on Twitter as well. And you can follow me on Twitter and YouTube. Like SheWulf said, all the links and stuff would be in the description. And I'm looking forward to her stream tomorrow when she starts playing Friday the 13th.
We
So
are
hopefully
going
you
to
guys
find
are
a
there.
code so that we can make you play with us.
We'll see. We'll see how that goes. But if anything, I'll be in the chat so that you can chat with me and then watch you game, which will be cool. Overall, thank you guys for watching.
Definitely. So, as always, thank you everyone for hanging out and tuning into the show. Have a great weekend. We are out.
Bye.
Tonight we're running on the right track.